Let's go, baby.
Yeah. For the 90 now.
90 now.
All heads realize.
Recognize.
Real heads on the rise.
Recognize my brother.
Boot camp coming through. 1, 2,
click,
3,
and the night.
3, 2, 1. Represent my son. Show him how it's done. Yeah. What up? I heard that.
Yeah, welcome to the 90 Now podcast.
Hey.
This is where hip hop will be living 2020 and beyond. And this is, we're starting off with the top albums of the 90s. And we're going to start with, this episode is going to be 1990.
Going to give our top 5 of each year.
The top 5.
Total opinions.
Yeah, we're just going to dig into the album. We're not claiming to be experts or critics. We're not ranking the albums, judging them against each other. This is basically,
Personal favourites.
if we had to be shot to motherfucking Mars on a spaceship and you could only take 5 albums from that year, it's all you had because the spaceship doesn't hold any more capacity than that. There's a lot of digital shit on the spaceship and it's taking up space and you only get 5 albums. If you could choose which 5, which ones?
A lot of megabits, man.
A lot of megabits on that bitch. All right, man. Let's just get into the first one, man.
Yeah,
and
sick.
we'll just give a disclosure. We started off, we've got the same albums. So this is like we're on a mission together. This is a 2-man mission. This one, the first one's a 2-man mission. So we had to pick together. Logically, we could only have 5 albums between us. I
Yep.
reckon it's pretty good.
Yep.
But 1990, man, had some albums.
But fucking a lot of few debuts.
Yes, a lot of debuts. I'd say most of them were debuts.
Yeah,
sort of like the
yeah.
albums.
Or they were only up to their second
Yeah.
or third, you know. A lot of style changing too, like beat changing, going from the happy
yeah.
to, you know,
Yeah,
fucking,
To where the snares pop, to where what you'd call that boom bap type of shit, you
and
know,
a bit
where,
more like conscious type lyrics and
yeah,
shit.
it's definitely
Yeah.
the start of what they'd call the conscious rap for
Era,
sure.
yeah, man.
And because what I noticed especially, it's probably a good thing to point out with the times we're in too, that so much through point on like a lot of these albums, man, or at least the 5 that we've picked out, was talking about like no racism, like equality and all that shit. People are just people. Anyone can fucking rock mics and do
Yeah.
fucking crazy shit. And
Yeah.
it was fucking pretty cool. Like I noticed pretty much every track had that sort of fucking,
Yeah.
that conscious
Yep.
through line.
If
sort
you're
of
a
shit.
dude, you're a dude.
Yeah. Except Cool G Rap's just like, I'm just fucking bringing some hardcore East Coast gangster type fucking.
And Ice Cube's
blah,
kind
blah.
of teeters on
yeah,
there too.
yeah, most definitely.
Wouldn't
yeah.
call it positive.
yeah.
He
They
fucking-
just fucking ripped it the way they wanted to. And respect.
One quick side note for me, man. One thing I love is like this is something we've always talked about is you know, like when you've listened to something for so long, you've been a fan of something for so many years. We always joke how like we don't actually listen to song. We haven't listened to a song in years because we're constantly singing with it. We're actually performing the song every
Yeah.
time you listen to it.
We become a part of the group.
We become the group and every artist in
Yeah.
it, and it's my fucking show. So it was really nice to go back and just sit there and shut the fuck up and listen again.
and actually listen. And it's
I was like-
amazing how much shit you hear when you actually listen, you
Bro,
know?
I was like,
Yeah.
man, fuck, I've been saying that wrong all these years. And
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
You know,
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, that's from that song. He's talking about that
fucking-
dude, man.
The dots are connecting.
Yeah. Weird how this all makes sense. It's almost like they thought about it.
It's almost like they thought about
It's
it.
fucking weird shit, man. But the albums are in no particular order
Except alphabetical
except
order.
alphabetical. They are in a order.
But
which
this
is
isn't best to
alphabetical.
worst or anything like
Nothing alphabetical is best.
that. No.
Unless you're talking about the alphabet.
That's right, man.
Then that goes pretty good alphabetically. Well remembered. But all right, we'll just kick this shit off with the first album we got.
Yeah, man.
Brand Nubian's debut album,
Yep. One for all.
One for All.
Fucking, if you don't know, that consists of Brand Nubian is a trio
A trio.
of Grand Pooba, Sadot X, Lord Jamar, and DJ Alamo.
Yeah.
Um,
So a trio of MCs.
a trio of MCs and one fucking formidable on MC
Yes.
in the likes of Mr. Poobs
Oh
himself.
my god, dude. One of the fiercest dudes. Like, there's so many tracks on this, man, where the amount of energy and oomph he's got while still having, like like Oomph doesn't have to have that deep low, like he's just got so much coming off the fucking chest and shit. It's unbelievable, dude. I reckon it's sick.
He's a legend. I did some research, man. Just to seem like I know what I'm talking about. Just a quick few snippets about the album, real quick. It was the label was Tommy Boy Music. It was produced by mostly them and a couple other fellas. I'm not even gonna say or pretend to know. It peaked at 130.
That's right, where it charted.
Where it charted, and it had 16 tracks on it, so it's a 16 tracker, not a bad size album.
It was a 16 tracker, and the production, I like the production, man. I
Yeah,
reckon
man.
it's
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
pretty cool, dude.
it's sick.
The one thing that stood out to me as like being an interesting choice with some tracks is like some tracks have like so much reverb on some of the vocals to where it's like so distant. It sounds like they're rapping in like a
Bathroom or a hall.
Sounds like they're rapping in a hall that no one's there. Sounds like they're doing like a mic check, you know, like
Yep.
before the concert
Yep,
starts. Like
yep.
it's just got that fucking. It's just such an interesting choice. I thought. For like,
Yep.
they're like, fuck yeah, do that, man. But it sounds sick. Like the fucking slow down the track. The beat is so amazing.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
the way the vocals sort of sit in there, it's just hell different. Like
Yep.
it sounds different on each stereo. I
Yep,
found too. From
okay.
listening at home on my home stereo to in my car, the vocals were projected way more rather than being like just hell distant.
Yep,
But
yep.
fuck, that beat is sick, dude.
Yeah, fucking one thing you can sort of hear too, and when you go back and look at it, if you dig into it, you can see some of the tracks were like written and recorded in like '89.
All right.
So not 100% of the album was produced in the 90s. Like some of it was some
Yeah.
earlier stuff that they brought over to
Nice.
the, and you can kind of hear them tracks.
Maybe they're the ones that have those.
They might be
vocal
the
things.
ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
We'll have to go back and have a look if they are the ones, because
Yeah,
that'd be
recheck that.
interesting. Because I was like, there's a bit of a, doesn't all sound like it was recorded all at the same time.
Yeah.
And then fucking you go back and see that there's a couple of songs on there from '89, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what my ears fucking hearing.
Yeah. That's
What's
interesting.
your what's your standout favorite ones on there?
Definitely slow down. To me, that's just that beat is so fucking perfect in every way. There's nothing that could be done to that beat. If anyone tried to remix that song, I'd just be like, get the fuck out of here.
Leave it
dude.
alone.
Just fuck off.
Look, you
dude.
don't go on Hungry Jack's and say, no, it goes pickles, tomato, then onions. You don't do it, man. It's a formula that's worked.
You don't fucking do it,
You
man.
don't fuck with greatness, man.
You don't fuck with greatness. And I'm not sure if I just have a bit of a Grand Pooba bias.
Yeah, we
But,
got a little bit of a Puma bias over here. You'll see that, and a Redman bias, but
yeah.
we'll get back
There's
to
a few dude bias.
There's a
but,
few biases going
They've
on
earned
here.
it, bro.
They earned it,
They
man.
earned it, man. They caused that bias themselves, you know? They brought it upon themselves. But,
Happy?
but another track I reckon is fucking dope, man, for the beat and just the way Pooba flows over it, man. Step to the Rear. That is fucking insane, bro.
Oh, yep.
The bass line, everything is fucking just, I love
Yep,
it, bro.
I've got-
That's sick.
See, just a little quick disclaimer, man. I have had to take notes. Look, dude, trust me, I'm 100% deep in this shit, bro. I have been since I was a kid, right? Mixtapes. But
Fuck yeah.
fucking, I've had a car crash and I've got a bit of a fucking, memory problem. So I've had to put down a few notes. So it's good to, and the one thing I've noticed is the ones you've said straight away, I've got in brackets, love the beat.
Love the beat. That's it.
And then the little fucking quotation thing.
That's the one thing I was thinking about when I was like recording which ones were the standout tracks to me. I was like, man, I really wonder if Luke's got the same tracks, because this just seems to be, not just to me, I know it is me saying it, but it seems to be just a standout fucking track.
Yeah.
It's a fucking track.
Hell yeah,
dude.
man.
Like, it's sick.
Yeah.
But I also love what was it? Dedication. I was about to say Dedicated, but that's the fucking
Bro, I've got some little notes here about that. Fucking, to me, man, because that's the one with the mad shout outs.
yeah.
It's
And that's why I like it. I just love songs that mention other cunts. You know,
It's
like
got-
that mention the hip hop
Oh.
that's going on, and
You and me both,
It's sick,
man. You
sick.
got to give props, man.
you got it.
I love when props are given in songs. And another thing I notice about Dedication is, I swear that's where Tupac got his cut from for the old school song. What would I say if the old school wouldn't lead the way?
All right.
What
Yeah,
could-
I didn't pay attention.
I'm pretty sure that's where he got it from.
All right,
man.
sick.
'Cause I was like, oh, because Pooba says it.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
way he says it's the same tone, the same everything. I totally fucked the quote up, but fucking.
That doesn't matter, bro.
Hey,
Go listen to the song.
Hey, you want to fight? I can fight, dog. I can fight. I fucking bit a motherfucker to death. Fucking yeah, man. It's got crazy shout outs on
It's
it,
sick.
and you and me both, man. That fucking
That's killer.
this gives you one of
But,
them eardrum erections.
Yeah,
doesn't
talking
it?
about a cut that I heard, one that I definitely heard from Slow Down was Grand Pooba when he's like, a 40 and a blunt. That's all she really
yep,
wants.
yep,
Obviously, 40 and a blunt.
yep.
Straight out the Das Effects fucking 95 album.
Yeah, that's
40 and a blunt. The
yeah,
track would be
man.
called.
That's yeah, fucking,
Like you said, spot on. They didn't even need to like EQ
Fuck
it.
with
and, yeah, nothing.
it
Yeah,
or-
just take that and put that right there. Perfect.
perfect
Fucking perfect.
platinum, double uranium.
Double uranium. And like the kicks on like Slow Down are so boomy. They thump, dude. They absolute thump. Like
So are they like 808s or?
I'd say they would, but they have the distinctive sound of sounding like real kicks, like real drum kicks.
Okay, all right.
They have that quality, that characteristic where it's 100% a real kick. They'd have 808s behind them, for sure. I don't doubt. But you can hear the characteristic of the actual dude who's thumping the
Okay.
actual kick thing. And it
All
sounds
right,
sick, dude.
sick.
Gives it that whoa sort of fucking...
One thing you'll notice through this series is this guy's gonna have a lot of things like that because he's like fucking knows what he's talking about. He's done some, he's done a few. He's pretty much a producer. So if you want some shit done, shout this dude out. But I have no knowledge of anything like that, so I don't, I just fucking hear what I'm hearing.
But
But
you got those ears, dude.
but I got the ear for the lyrics and all that, and
You
just
got
to
the ears
find
for
the
all of it, though, dude.
But I don't, I'm not as good as you at like, oh, bro, you can hear the dude.
But
I
that's
don't-
only from time and listening to that stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
if you eventually that's all that is. It's just because I've gone through that sort of stuff, and then
Yeah.
the ear listens for a few more things. It's like a guy watching a movie who edits movies, and all he probably can't watch a fucking movie normally anymore.
without seeing it.
All he sees is fucking shit edit. That shouldn't have been there. That should be there. That should be fucking same as a cameraman. Probably just watches a movie. And
There's
he's
the
like,
cock,
Yeah.
Fight Club.
yeah, yeah. He's like, what's with the fucking lighting in this scene? This looks so shit. Doesn't even look real or something. It's just because they know to look for it, I guess, if that makes sense. Or
Yeah, well,
whatever.
you can't know what you don't know.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
yeah,
or
I don't know,
whatever
man.
shit. Alright. But it's sick. And I thought, I don't know if it's just me, is this like Sadat at his peak?
Bro, fuck, that's crazy you say that, man. I didn't write any of that down, but as soon as you said that, I was listening, I'm like, look, man, I peace, love, and respect for the X, man.
For everyone in the game, bro. That's why we do this shit. That's
Everyone
why
in the
we're here,
game, we
man.
love it. That's the whole reason we're here, dude. But fuck, I think that's the Sadat can get a bit much for me, man. Sometimes, like he's pretty pitchy, and
Yeah.
I'm not a real huge solo Sadat X fan. I always like him featuring, man. I think
Yeah.
that's where his best shit is, personally,
Yeah.
for me.
Or brand Nubian style.
Brand
you know, yeah.
Nubian style. But I was thinking the exact same thing, man. I was like, fucking Sadat, man.
Sadat is killing it on this album.
He's
bro.
fucking nice,
He's
man, on this
That's
album.
where he got, I guess, so much respect.
All the
from, you know.
respect. That's
Fuck yeah,
that's
dude.
exactly what I was thinking. That's what got people
kills
dick
it.
riding.
Yeah.
It must be this, man.
I personally think, I can't remember exactly like all the rhymes from like the next album, the next Brand Nubian album, but I remember some of the later ones, and I'd say this is fucking some of his best rhyming and the most he rhymes.
Okay.
Because eventually later on his style gets to that weird, it gets like
Cowboy.
yeah, and not offbeat, but it's like he doesn't rhyme like the end word of each rhyme.
No, I've noticed that.
He rhymes like
The whole rhyme schemes.
yeah, he changes it up, and
Yeah.
I think that's where it goes weird because it's like where you'd think he sets up the first one to rhyme the last one.
Yeah.
He won't rhyme that and pick a new rhyme and then rhyme it, and then you think that the rhyme's meant to come, and he picks a new one, and it's just like after you listen to it for a while, like a long verse, you pick up the structure, and you're like, I get what's happening.
I
now.
get what's happening.
I get what's happening.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
at first it's like that doesn't rhyme
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
like, this is
Nah,
fucking
these setups are weird,
yeah,
man.
it's so
Abstract.
fucking- Abstract's a good word.
But-
So unorthodox.
Oi, man. But that's cool, dude. Like,
Sick, man.
you know, like fucking if you want to be just the fucking like the next man and
Yeah.
unoriginal and fucking, you know, we commend originality over here,
Yes.
man. It is highly commended, dude. Like if you that's what cunts don't understand these days. Like in this time, man, if you sounded like anyone else, even slightly, you were whack, bro.
And you're done.
You were a biter. You're biting dude shit.
And basically, if you sounded like someone else, we don't know who you are.
We don't know who you are.
You were left back there.
You were left fucking back there, dude.
You're still in the 90s, son.
You're still in the
You
90s.
never made it out, bro.
Like a Shaq album, that being the OG. Still in the original rapping.
Yeah, boy. And one thing to say for Brand Nubian, I think, is each MC is so different, man.
Yeah.
So original, you know, it's killer. They're not just like being the same fucking dude on a track, you know, each time. It's fucking...
Nah.
And that's something that stands out about the 90s above all other times, is everyone, if there was a
The
group...
originality of it.
Yeah, if there was a group, any type of group,
And the uniqueness of it.
they all sounded different, you know?
They all got their own thing. Their
Yeah.
own thing.
And even if, like, maybe some two dudes had a similar sounding voice, their flows were totally different. Their wordings were fucking totally different. Their
Yeah.
rhyme schemes, you know?
Yeah.
But, pretty sick album.
So, just like quick little quiz, just for my personal fucking.
Yeah, man.
You know, you don't listen to people in this way. We've had this talk before, but I can't help it. You know, I've always done it. Who's the man? Who's the lead MC to you? And who's the standout MC for you? If not all of them, but you're not allowed to pick all of them. You have to pick one. Okay, so there's no hate.
Stand out MC. I like them all.
Who is it? Poobs? I think it's fucking.
You hit it right. It's Poobs. It's Poobs for show, man.
It's Poobs, man.
But so not surprised the shit out of me. I forgot how dope he was. On this
Yeah,
album,
man.
You know, like.
But
But Pooba just, his style's never changed. He's been rocking it, killing it, like just absolutely doing what he does from day dot.
He's
Clearly.
just a beast, man.
Yeah.
And I think even if you went and asked, I reckon there's interviews there where you see like Lord Jamar, and I've never really seen Sadot X many interviews with him or anything, but I've seen heaps with Lord Jamar, and he said like Pooba was the man.
Yeah. He is.
He was the shit, dude.
He's the motherfucker.
He was
man.
the Sean Price of.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Dude. Yeah. Nice reference. But yeah, man, I reckon that's pretty good. Where did you have any other tracks that were stood out to you apart from the ones I said?
So what have I got here? I've got Wake Up, Step to
All
the
right, yep.
Rear, Slow Down, Try to Do Me. Who Can Get Busy Like This, Man? Because I think that was just, I'm pretty sure that's just Poobs.
Yes, yeah.
That's the
well,
one
that's
track
same
on the
as
album?
like Step to the Rear was pretty much just Poobs.
Yes, that's right.
And that's when I was like, it could be a Pooba bias, but I like this track.
Yeah. But it's like, but that just shows you, that confirms what we just said. Like, you know, I would have loved to seen that creative process. Oh, we've got this beat. You know, everyone comes in with a verse, and then Sadot X and fucking Jamar are just like, nah, man.
They're like, why don't you just do this track, man?
I think this is.
We'll just give
You
you
got
this
this,
one.
bro.
Yeah.
You're doing fine, Ace.
That sounds about right, man. And that's the type of shit, especially like I always think of like, man, if I was alive in the 1990, if I was 20, whatever, this age or whatever, 1990 when this shit came out, hearing that, I'd be like, I want a fucking album from this dude, man, just from this guy. I want a solo album, you know? I need Pooba tracks just endlessly.
See, I was alive, and I was probably about 7 or something. Yeah, about 7, but still a bit, you know, still hadn't. It took until my teens before I found Brand Nubian. And
Well, it's fair. It's fair.
being a white guy in South Australia,
Yeah,
man, it's
little
kind of
7-year-old.
kind of hard to get.
Discover Grand Pooba on your own. No internet, no nothing.
No internet, nothing. But
Mum got a Grand Pooba CD.
she did buy. You know, I had Fuck, I remember, bro. One of my first tapes ever. Don't laugh, man. Don't judge. Was Crisscross.
Yeah.
It was one of the first
jump,
fucking
jump.
tapes I ever had, and I would have been about 8 then, 7. Oh, it was before my brother was even born, actually. So it would have been like 7, about round this time here.
Fuck yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, boy.
That's crazy, man.
Sick, man. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, man, go. If you haven't heard it, fucking go do it, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Brand
Why- yeah.
Nubian, one for all, man. Go
Yeah, shit yeah.
and do it. I challenge you.
And even just yeah, that is 100% challenge. And even if the challenge seems too daunting at first, just go do slow down and step to the rear.
Yep.
And if they ring fucking true in your ear, then you're like, well, now I have to do the whole album.
Yep.
That's how it works.
And leave some comments, man. Tell us what your favorite
Yeah.
tracks on the album were. And if anyone out there can tell me, is that where Tupac got the cut from, or the hook or whatever that I fucked up before? Tried to paraphrase it, but I'm just a simple man.
No Tupac.
But,
sorry.
but let us know if you do know if that is the fucking hook from the old school Tupac track. You know what I'm fucking talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
man?
saying, dog? Oh, in no
Shit.
particular order, alphabetical order, number 2.
Alphabetically, EPMD would come next.
It would be the next one.
And that would be their second album.
Business as usual. Isn't it their third?
Third, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
I fucking jumped straight. See that?
Even their first album's got crazy as fuck beats though.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
that's
I
one they
know.
need to re-record.
Yes,
vocally.
man,
But
yes.
sorry, this album.
Sorry. So this album, Business as Usual, if you don't know, EPMD, the artist is Eric Sermon and Parrish Smith. DJ Scratch is the DJ. EPMD stands for Eric and Parrish making dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And Eric does a lot of the producing. You know, he is a producer.
He's a big producer. It was the Def Jam label, infamous Def Jam. And yeah, it was produced by pretty much them and the DJ. It peaked at 36 and it was 15 tracker, man.
It's a 15 tracker.
15 tracks. Another decent size album, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's decent.
Well,
man.
I writ this one thing down just for because like I'm sure there'll be some cunt out there that fucking comments it. It was originally a 14 tracker,
Okay.
and then when it was re-released in like 2003 or something, they added the
Jeep mix?
they added the Jeep mix on.
Because that's the version I like the best too.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
even got that fucking here.
But the Jeep
I
mix
didn't know that though.
But the
so-
Jeep mix didn't come out in 2003. It came out in
What year were
fucking
you born, dog?
fucking 96.
Hey, fucking rare commodity. This fucking
Jesus.
this dude.
But yeah, the song was made and released in 91. It was just added to a re-release of the album in 2003.
Nice.
But
That
going-
sort of shit.
it's going on the list,
I'm
mate.
a nerd for that
going
stuff.
on the list. But this is where this is most definitely where like Hit Squad has their first mention.
Yes.
This is where Hit Squad pretty much gets like it's mentioned in a few tracks. They're like fucking Hit Squad and shit. After their first 2 albums, they're like, we need to start recruiting some MCs. And
Yep.
you notice Redman pops up on 2 of these tracks.
His debut.
oh yeah,
Redman, Reggie Noble, Redman in the
Yes.
house, fucking debut.
and his verse on that first track,
Ah,
man,
bro.
is that's a funk filled
But you
fucking
know,
verse.
one thing listening to it, man, you know what I had going through my head? I can't say the whole thing. I have to sort of put it in white boy terms, but brothers be like, he changed his style up. Shut the fuck up, you're still a dick rider. Because you can hear, he's still got that how to roll a blunt almost.
Yeah. Well, I think this is just a personal opinion with my ears. I got a hole in my ear, so everyone knows.
He was like a
Legitimately
cap and plug in the
fucking-
pool.
Yeah, I got fucked up ears.
He was that
So,
cool kid.
I don't know if I just hear legitimately.
He was the
just what I
gangster
hear.
rolling through the
That's that motherfucking gangster swimmer, man.
cap and
Fucking-
dogs.
Yeah, what's up? Ladies. My earplugs.
Kid over there
But
swimming
he's
fast.
got a very K Solo sound.
Yeah.
I think he sounds so much like
Yeah,
K Solo.
yeah,
He's got
yeah,
like he's that real deep
Yeah,
voice. That
yeah. The
just-
delivery.
That's what it
and-
reminded
yeah.
me of, like insanely like K
Yep.
Solo.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
and
I
then
can hear that.
Maybe he sort of like found his own sort of nasally path
Yeah.
along the way.
He smoked one too many blunts
Yeah.
and got his nasals fucked up.
Yeah, but the bass lines on this fucking album, man.
Yeah,
it's
oi, man.
sick, dude.
That's one of the little notes I had. I don't even have to look at it. Is fucking it for the time, like 1990, if you like, especially if you compare it to the last album, the Grand Pooba, Brand New. Sorry, so not accent Lord Jamar.
Brand Pooper, that was the group.
Grand
wasn't it?
Pooba. It's like that has like a happy sort of vibey,
yes.
and this is like funk,
This is like
fucking hard.
it's gritty as fuck, you
Head-
know. Like it's,
if your head doesn't do this,
yes, dude, yes.
like you ain't listening to it, man.
It's gritty as fuck. It's so like chunky.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah,
it's fucking,
solid.
Yeah, it's not crisp, but on purpose.
No,
you know?
no,
It's got that.
I like. It's got the pop.
Yeah, it's
man.
got that.
It's got the pop.
It's got that rough fucking.
That's the shit that would be popping on your tape on
Yeah.
your ghetto blast.
and we're gonna have to through this because sounds don't have like proper names or whatever and shit. We're gonna coin our own terms through this shit.
We'll do that with most things.
Yeah, we're gonna coin our own shit. This is the type of shit I call rough funk. It's got that rough funk sound.
Oh, yeah,
That's
nice.
how I describe
Yeah,
it.
nice.
And that's the term I'm coining for it.
Nice,
So now
nice.
that's what it's called.
Yep.
It's got
See?
that rough funk. That's
Yeah.
just where the bass lines aren't just like really smoothed out.
It's not like a Dre.
Yeah. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. This is why we need to make our own terms because
Yeah.
it's like just pushing that bass to the limit. You know, it's just fucking. I
Or
reckon
if
it's
Eric
sick.
Sermon wants to come on and tell us the proper
And
term
describe
and
some terms.
describe the term.
We open as shit, dude. We'll take notes. Bro.
Look, we got a spare chair, dog.
we got a few spare chairs. You want to bring Redman, Parrish? I don't give a fuck, man. Shit, bring Keith Murray up in this bitch, dude. That'd be sick.
Steve can get blunts and all, man. That's what I'm saying, bro.
We can do it. This place is well ventilated, man. Fucking
And there's no crosses on the floor. Believe that.
believe it.
So what's some of your fucking standouts and favorite tracks, man?
Just quickly before I mention that, just because this adds to why some tracks stood out more than others, is Parrish is fucking sick.
He is,
in
man.
this album. We
Yeah.
have to mention that.
Yeah.
To me, just there's a point in time where Eric Sermon overtakes Parrish.
Yep.
Just with maybe not like quality of rhymes, how better he is or anything like, just with personally how much I like it. I eventually like
His flow and
Eric
delivery.
when it gets to the Def Squad type of shit and that sort of shit.
Yep.
Double or Nothing, those type of albums and shit.
Bro.
But Parrish is fucking sick. I reckon Parrish is better than Eric in this one.
Yeah, that's fair, man.
And there's certain tracks where Eric sounds like he's got way more oomph to him, you know? Like,
Yep.
like he came into the studio to spit that day, you know? And then like other days, I don't know, he was working on the beat all day and shit.
Yeah, he's a bit tired.
And then he's got a bit of that, yeah. There's not as much oomph to
Yeah.
some tracks where some he's like, I'm nailing this bloody verse, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair, man.
But that being said, I really like Jane 3. That's a fucking
I
dope
wanted
track,
to
man.
say that this also, that was one of my fucking little side notes, and I wanted to see if the heads out there really knew. All I was going to say is this album took the Jane saga to number 3.
Yeah.
And if you know what that means, you know what the fuck that means.
And if you don't, just go do some listening.
But that is a dope one, isn't it?
That's a cool one, man.
That's a good
I reckon
one.
it's sick.
That's one thing that's one of my favorite things about their evolution was always, what's this Jane gonna what beat are they gonna have on this Jane one? What are they gonna say on this Jane one, man?
And something I noticed from this album too is like it inspired a lot of Redman, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
In the sense of that, because he ends up doing the Superman lover in each
Yep,
like
yes,
album
yes.
that goes through, and he
Yep.
mentions Jane in one of them, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, he does.
And even there was a few cuts that came from this album that got used on like Redman, Das Effect.
Heaps, man,
Yeah.
heaps.
Heaps.
I've noticed pretty much all the 5 albums each one of our top 5 have so many cuts and hooks and melodies that were fucking sampled and used later on
Fuck
so
yeah.
many times, man. This is like real
Shows how much-
trailblazing,
It shows how much of a foundation it made.
trend-setting shit,
Yeah,
man.
shit, yeah.
Like
Fuck yeah. Paved the way, bro.
fucking oath, man.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
So you got to pay homage, dog.
But also like rap is out of control. I just held like that beat.
Oh
I
yeah,
reckon that's a sick beat,
Yep.
man. I
Yep.
reckon it's sick.
yeah.
Sick. And what was the other one? Give the people.
Give the people that I like. What one do you like? What's your? Because like we said, there's the 2 versions on
Yeah.
the what? When did the Jeep Mix one come out?
It came out the next year.
The next year. So 91. What one? But we're still counting it. What one do you?
Yeah, we'll count it.
What one do you like better?
Probably the Jeep one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think? So that's interesting, man, because when I was listening to it, I didn't know that about the 91. The vocals are slightly different too, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Like they've re-recorded it.
Yeah.
They haven't just remixed it.
I'll have to go back and listen. If I'm not sure if it was re-recorded, I can't. I
It
didn't pay
sounds
too
to
much
me
attention.
that Eric had a bit more oomph on
Alright.
the Jeep mix one, and I couldn't tell if that was just the beat doing that but then when I went back and listened to it, I'm like, nah, I swear they've redone the vocals
I reckon you'd be right.
or touched them up a bit.
You'd probably be right, mate.
That's just what I was
See,
hearing.
man, dude saying you don't got that ear and shit.
If
He's
you want to
actually
hate
being
on me,
recorded.
dog, fucking leave a comment.
Hey, man, who gives a fuck?
Another one that I really liked on there was Funky Piano, man.
Yes,
I
dude,
mean,
yeah,
that's a sick
yeah.
one.
Well, just the piano is sick.
It's
you know,
sick,
yeah.
right?
It's pretty funky.
It's fucking sick. So there's 2 Redman tracks on there. The Hardcore was his first one on there, and then the
Brothers on My Job.
Brothers on My Jock, man.
Yeah.
Which is another sick
I
one.
like that one too. That's a cool track, man.
And I don't even mind. I like the. Even though I'm not a personally, you can hate me all you want. I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, I'll fight you. LL Cool J doesn't really do it for me. But I like Rampage. I like the
Dude,
song
I was gonna say that's my favorite.
LL.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
favorite LL. I've even heard a bit in that be cut out and put in an early D12 song, like a demo D12 song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
When he says, "I shoot the host off in cowboy pants."
Okay.
I
All
remember
right.
Eminem like saying that in a fucking
Okay,
early
cool.
D12 one. Yeah.
Cool.
And I never knew what the fuck it was until then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. See, that's another thing I love. Like that's why I challenge all you people, man. Fucking, what else are you gonna do at the minute? Fucking go back and listen to some of this stuff, and you'll realize like some of your favorite MCs, man, were inspired
Yes, dude.
by this.
Yeah.
This is where they got a lot of their cuts, a lot of their fucking material and inspiration from, man.
And this is all there was then. This is what they were listening to.
This is what they were listening to.
Yeah.
Your favorite rapper was listening to this.
This is what they were comparing themselves to.
This is what they were modeling their shit
They're like,
on.
okay, we have to make a better
This is
album
the
than this. then.
standard.
This is how loud tracks got to be now.
This is how loud it's gonna be.
We got to make them even louder, bro. We got to make them thump. I want you to not even have to turn your shit up. Just fucking
I
just.
want you to blow the parcel shelf out the back of your fucking car.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. But it really feels like to me that I don't know for sure. This is something that Eric could have to tell us when he comes on. It feels
Because we
like
know I'm on first name basis.
yeah, big E double. I call him E double. It's just
I call him a
personal.
Green Eye Bandit, but
Yeah, that's cool. It's personal. Yeah. It's, he comes to Adelaide a lot
all the time
with
mate.
J5.
He's always here, man.
He's always here.
Can't get rid of him.
But it feels like production-wise, he made the album like based off the bass lines. Like he comes up with the bass lines first.
Okay.
Like just those crazy ass thick bass lines.
Yep.
And then chucks. I don't know if that's true. That's just to my ear. That's where it sounds like he would have started because it sounds like that's the focus. You're like, this is what's going to drive my track. Like.
I love sitting there and listening to things, and that's often what I'm thinking, like shit like that, like. What come first, man? The beat, the hook,
Yeah.
the verse.
You
Like,
just find a sample.
I would love some footage, or again, if they ever come on, like
Yes.
fucking.
Yes.
I'm so much of a fiend. I want to know all them
Yeah.
little intricacies, man.
Fuck yeah.
I want to know every little detail, bro. How many blunts did you smoke?
yeah.
Before
yeah.
you hit that,
Yeah.
Was it sativa?
Yeah.
Was
yeah. How long does it take you to record this sort of shit? Because Gangstar busts out an album in like fucking. Their
Yeah.
first album was like 2 or 3 weeks or some shit.
And also, like,
It's like, what?
was it done in? Do you spit? Do you go bar for bar? Bar pause, edit? Do you spit the whole thing in one go?
Yeah.
Do you do like Easy E shit? Fucking word
Yeah,
for
yeah.
word?
Yeah, hey, what is it? I'd say it's hard. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know everyone's little fucking details, secrets. Reza, I want to know how you made everyone's vocals so fucking crazy, dude.
gritty.
What are you doing to your snares, motherfucker?
Them snares,
What are you
bro.
doing to your snares, dude?
Like, fuck, is it paint, tins, and sticks? What is it, man? It's fucking crazy, dude.
Fucking wild as fuck, man. But, yeah, you got anything else to add for that one, man?
No, just that it was, it had Redman debut, few cool features, fucking took Jane to 3, peaked at 36. One thing I did read about it was, out of like, because this was their third album, that I can't remember how many copies. It was like 350,000 copies it sold. And it wasn't really considered a success, this album, but it wasn't considered a flop either.
Yeah.
It was sort of a meh.
It was probably, I know their first album did alright too, so it's probably comparatively.
Yes.
You look at the, I didn't do as good as our last
Yeah.
one or some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's always some fucking CEO businessman shit in it, infinite growth.
Yeah.
It's always got to be more than the last one.
But that's why it's cool when you get dudes like this, like EPMD, that produce their own albums. Though there's no outside sort of touch on it. They're just doing exactly what the fuck they want to do on the album. When you get dudes like, I've heard Havoc from Mobb Deep say before, like their first album, it sounds so much different from their second because the first one had so much corporate input. They were pretty much telling, we want a track like this sort of thing,
Yeah.
like this. And he's like, and then when after that, they were like, fuck these dudes, man. Let's just do 100% whatever the fuck we want, the exact sound we want. And that's where you get fucking Infinite.
See, that's where when we get to the end of the saga, when we get to the end of the 2000s, right, or up to 2000.
I just say infamous. I meant infamous.
He gives a fuck, man. You want to fight? Fucking I want to like touch on that. That's a good thing I was thinking about last night. A thing I really want to like talk about is why is it that the first albums always seem to be the best? And I think it's because of they're making what they want to make.
Yep.
The first one,
Yep.
then the corporate shit gets involved.
And that's where
and
there's like, it's all like that inside baseball type shit. It depends like where, like what label they got signed
What
with,
label,
how they
what
got
the
signed, contracts
is.
and shit. That's, yeah.
because so many they get forced to do features with cunts on the same label
Yeah.
and shit like that. So.
But this is just a little nerdy fact too, but we like those stats and
yeah,
shit.
man.
Just in, I think it was Brothers, what track was it in? Yeah, Brothers on My Jock, the guitar sample, right? That sample, I can't remember what track it's from, but it just reminded me that that's the same sample that later on Ghostface uses that sample in, I think the track's called Poisonous Darts.
Okay.
But it's just the exact same sample, but just a little fun fact about the sample is instead of Ghostface just sampling it, he got like the original guitarist to come back in the studio and replay the riff.
Okay.
Like, so that way it sounded not like it'd been, it sounded like just full instrument. And
Yeah.
fucking, it's just a cool little fucking
Sick, man.
fact, man.
We revolve around facts.
Revolve around facts, man. Who did it? Ghostface. Sick, dude.
All right, next one. No particular order, alphabetical order.
Alphabetical, man. Hit us up. What's the next one, man?
Next one is fucking Ice Cube,
It's
bro.
big fucking ice.
Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
If you didn't know, the MC is Ice Cube. I don't actually know the DJ. I feel a little bit like a chick cunt.
Bit of a shit cunt.
Yeah, I can't think of it
Well,
off
I
the top of
can
my
tell
head.
you something about this album in the sense of, obviously this is his first solo one.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah.
Very much so.
His debut solo.
And this
shit.
is actually an East Coast production.
Okay.
It's not a West Coast production. He hooked up with Public Enemy's production team, the Bomb Squad.
Okay, I've got that here, and the Lynch Mob.
Yeah, yeah. And so the Bomb
who he
Squad,
formed.
the Bomb Squad pretty much produced this whole thing.
Okay.
Which are the same dudes that produce Public Enemy's albums. Which way you can hear a similar sort of sound. You know what I'm
I
saying?
read something about that.
But what's crazy is I heard Ice Cube telling a story that he's like, man, the way we do it back in the day, he's like, Dre would just make a track basically. He's like, we just make a demo and then go make like the actual track. He's like, this man, he's like, I get to New York. He's like, and they pull me into this fucking garage with just filled with records. And they're like, start picking records, man. Just start listening. Like, you're going to pick all the samples that are going to go on your album. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about and shit? He's like, we're doing that for weeks first, man. He's like, all I was doing was just pulling out something like, this looks funky. Like, listen to it. Sounds good. And the guy gave him a milk crate. And like Chuck D's like, fill it, man. And like, fill that crate. You bring it back. He's like, and then we'll go into the studio from there. So even though it was an East Coast production, that's why it still has that West Coast funk sound, like the sound of that West Coast, like those real filled up bassy tracks that are just all in your face, you know what I'm saying, with it's just crazy drums and shit, because he picked all the samples himself for the album. That's dope as shit.
I'd love to know how many more artists have done that from start to finish.
Yeah, the only ones I'd think of is dudes like
Q-Tip and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
Havoc.
Q-Tip, Havoc that make their own
Large
albums.
Pro.
Large Pro, like
Finesse.
Eric Sermon, dudes like that, Dre. Most definitely. They'd have to.
Most definitely.
Most def.
It was a Priority Records, like you said, produced by mostly the Bomb Squad and the Lynch Mob, which is a group formed by Ice Cube. It peaked at 19. Monster album, 23 tracks, man.
Yeah.
Fucking huge, dude.
And this is talking about inspiration.
Lot of cuts.
Yeah. But talking about inspiration, man, this is obviously, I've heard Redman say it before, where he gets a lot of his inspiration for his album too. You know, his first album, like, it's where the original Ice Cube.
What, the album?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then when you listen to like the skits and that sort of shit, it's how like what Redman's doing, his chicken head conventions and all that sort of fucking type of shit, you know, like, and like just the different skits where it's stopping in Jersey and that sort of fucking different shit. Even Once Upon a Time up in Jersey, like Redman does that in one of his later things.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Redman.
Yeah.
Fucking, he must have loved this dude, especially with that rough funk type of sound too, you know?
Yeah.
That's really sick.
Yeah, that's killer, man.
Killer.
Fucking, what's your, out of the 23, man? What's some standard? One thing I will say, before you go into that is, I really love, like, I don't know why, just my personal eardrum seems to, I always like them, like, cuts where it's, like, cops talking.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
They're dangerous.
Yeah,
you know, like,
yeah,
I love all that shit,
that's
man.
killer,
It just fucking adds so much atmosphere
Yeah, and that's why.
to the album, man.
And you saying that will bring me into the first track that I liked, which was Turn Off the Radio.
Okay, yep.
I reckon that's sick. And
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the way
yep.
it starts too.
Yep,
and
that's
shit.
sick. Yep.
That's a killer track. Same as Gangsta's Fairy Tale.
Yep.
Dope track. Get Off My Dick.
Yep.
Sick one. Even though it's only like a minute or something, isn't
Yep.
it?
Yep.
It's really short.
Yep.
And
It's like an OB trice off the disease.
yeah.
It's a cock tease.
But I fucking hell love It's a Man's World.
Yes.
With Yo-Yo.
Yes.
I reckon
Yeah.
that's cool as
Yeah.
fuck, man.
I've got that one there.
That's sick as fuck. And I saw some footage of them two doing that live, and fuck, it was cool. I'll have to
Okay.
send it to you later, because
Yep.
I was like, I could watch this all day. This is fucking sick as shit, dude.
Yep.
They rocked it live, both of them.
You
It
might
was
have to
fucking
post that on the channel, bro.
I might need to post that one, mate.
Might need to post that one.
That's the sort of shit we'll be doing too. We'll be posting that shit. Interact with us. Post some shit for us to see. If you reckon we haven't seen it, we'll watch it even if we have. 'Cause
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Fuck yeah. And yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. Do you have any other tracks?
I've got the brother you love to hate.
Yeah.
Because nobody's lending anybody any pencils around here. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
He's saying.
The bomb, It's a Man's World. The product. I think my favorite on that album is Jackin' for Beats, man.
Yes, but this is something we have to mention too, because someone will comment it. Is that did you include all the bonus tracks?
Well, we said it's 23 tracks. Is that how many is it with bonuses?
23.
Okay.
It's originally, I think it was it's 16.
All right, so sorry, but there's if you get just the one without the bonus tracks, it's 16. With bonus tracks, it's 20. I highly recommend you go get the one with the bonus
I
tracks.
can't remember what year.
I recommend you get any album with bonus shit on it.
Yeah, I don't know what year the bonus one came out, but basically those tracks came out the same year, just later on in the year. It was after America's Most Wanted. He did the EP Kill It Will.
I was leading into that.
And Kill It Will is those tracks.
Okay.
And then the album was eventually re-released with those tracks just being a part of America's Most Wanted. Which is like Jackin' for Beats.
That's what blew my brain, man, was like, this is such a big album, and then he's got another album
I'll come with some more.
at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like, wow,
And it's
man.
only an EP. It's not like a huge... It's not...
That's not massive, but I mean, fuck, man. Like, some dudes take years before...
Yeah, fuck
between out. This mother fucking comes off NWA.
Yeah.
Goes straight into slaying motherfuckers on America's Most Wanted. And then later on, I still got some fire in the...
And it shows,
still got some buzz,
shows how
man.
dedicated he was and how much...
Well, how hungry, man.
I was going to say, yeah, how much
The
on point...
fire,
Because
bro.
he's like, dude, I've just pretty much shown that I can do it by myself. People love it, and I I might as well capitalize. You
I'm
know?
on capitalize, man.
Capitalize.
I'm dropping 2 in 1 year, motherfucker.
Diversify your bonds.
brother.
But Ice Cube, I will say on this album, slaughters every fucking verse he does. Though.
Yes, yeah.
He comes 100% full throttle in every fucking verse, man. There's no half-ass. There's
No, no.
It's fucking. This is getting in your fucking eardrums, bro.
Out for blood, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he's trying to show who's the supreme MC.
Yeah.
Man.
He shows it. He shows he's got that oomph. You can't fuck with him like that.
One thing I love about him is that he's just the storytelling factor, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just a really good storyteller.
I think he's funny too.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's a good storyteller. He's one of them dudes, one of them few dudes where when he rhymes, I get pictures in my head.
Yes, yes.
I can
There's
like,
another
I
dude
can
on our-
see what he's saying.
Yeah. Well,
there's another. Yeah.
As I said, there's another dude on our list that does that for me.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 other
immensely.
dudes on the list that do that for
That
me.
is true. The rest of the people on the list.
I know. But you know what I mean? Like, you can fucking his verses, you can visualize.
Yes.
Which is crazy. It's like saying I can smell the colors.
Yeah. To me, it's the type of album that has such a sound of like a time
Yes.
period.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. Big time.
It's a timeless sort of album. I mean, like I can listen to those tracks today, the ones we pointed out. I can listen to them any
Yeah.
day, and but yet
It is locked for me in that.
the
time.
album, I was gonna say, feels like a time capsule.
Yeah, it
in that
does, man.
sense.
It's very themed.
Yes, yes.
I would
But I reckon
say.
it's killer. You can go on it's like watching a movie. You can go on a journey through fucking,
Yes, time.
you know, exactly to go experience what it was like
like
over
Doctor
there.
Who, motherfucker.
Your ears can experience what it was like over there at that point, you know, sort of thing. And you're like, what the fuck? This is crazy. The shit they're talking about and fucking funky.
Makes you think about NWA, man. Like, what a fucking foursome that was. Or, you know, like, yeah, he didn't write a lot, most of his rhymes and shit. But, like, you got fucking MC Ren, who's hell slept on in my book. MC Ren, Dre, Ice Cube, like, what a fucking giants,
Yeah.
man. Absolute Godzilla,
yeah.
King Kong.
King Kong stepping on motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
Like, wow, man.
Yeah, world's most
Fucking
dangerous group.
Wow. Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Yes.
dog. And I don't know if this is, someone could probably confirm this, or you probably could. Is this like the origins of where like DJ Easy Dick, like that voice comes from this album though? I think it only appears like once, but like, you know, that DJ.
I don't know, man.
How we doing on the 4-5?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's
I
fucking-
don't know about that. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that.
It's the earliest place I've heard it. So
Yep.
that's where someone will have to be like, nah, it pops up here first. Someone
Yeah,
did that
you
here
whack
or something
cunt.
like that. Dumb motherfucker.
Done what?
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Come fight me. I'm leaving floods of blood in your mattress.
Mattress.
Sick. But yeah, there is a Public Enemy feature on 2 tracks.
Yes,
Chuck
yep.
D jumps in there.
Yeah,
does the bit of-
fucking beast. Another beast, man.
Beast.
Absolute beast, man. He's another fucking... Like, he... One thing that always blows me away about them dudes is they were so fucking respected by their peers and anyone in the fucking game, you know, but he slept on in the public. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know, I don't know too many people. I love fucking Chuck D in
Yeah.
public. It's like a very certain few of
Yeah.
us who like, dude, Chuck D's a fucking beast, man.
Fuck yeah, his voice.
Voice, beast. How low can you
Yeah,
go? I
dude.
love it. It's
Fuck yeah,
fucking,
dude.
it's fucking sick, man.
Hells yeah.
Anything else?
No, I reckon that's it. Except if you want a little taste of that album live, I'd type in and look up Ice Cube, A Man's World Live with Yo-Yo from 1990. It's definitely worth a watch. It's only like a 2-3 minute video. Go fucking check that shit out and tell me that they didn't rock a motherfucking crowd like MCs, dude. Let's rock this motherfucker. Rock this motherfucker. You know, not rappers, dude. Fucking MCs.
MCs, I fucking...
Controlled the fucking place,
No
dude.
rap over here. No R&B. None of that shit. We got straight up hip hop and MCs, bro.
I don't knock R&B hits because that's weak shit.
That R&B bullshit.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right, man. Next one.
Next
No
one.
particular order, alphabetical order.
Yeah, boy, that's the order we be doing, dude.
I think I said the last one.
Well, the next one on this one is one of the most fucking in-your-face, crazy, lyrical, ahead of his time dudes that was ever fucking out there, man. And I'd say it was even the origins of like East Coast sort of gangster fucking rap, man. Fucking even inspired a heaps of the other fucking dudes who was doing gangster rap. Is Cool G Rap, man. Album Wanted Dead or Alive with DJ Polo.
Yeah, man. Fucking Cold Chillin' Records. Produced. Listen to this, bro. Produced Eric B, Large Pro,
Dude, yes,
Marley
yes.
Marl, Biz Markie, and DJ Polo. Like, say them fucking names again, dude.
Yep.
That is fucking insane, man.
That's insane, dude.
And it peaked at 34 and it was 12 tracks, but fuck me, man. Like, to have all them dudes all over that, and it's only 12 tracks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how do you need...
It's insane, man.
You think they'd be bumping heads, getting in the
Yeah.
way, like...
Well, it reminds me of like an early version of Illmatic in that sense, you know what I'm saying? Because those different producers coming together
Dude,
to just
you know,
create like a
there's-
sick fucking album.
There's so much shit on this that they say, and even Cool G, I've seen him say in interviews where Nas was turned back by a certain label because they said his Illmatic album sounded too much like this album.
Oh, whoa, for real?
So it's crazy you say
Dude,
that, man. That's
that is
hell
nuts.
fucking crazy you say that.
That shows
dude.
we got
He's
those
the
ears,
motherfucking
man.
ear, man.
Fuck, son.
This dog's a producer.
Fuck, son.
And then even in so many interviews with Nas later on, he says like, "Cool G, man, like,
That's crazy. Yeah, fuck yeah. Mad
one of my
inspiration.
biggest influences."
And I reckon you'd be hard pressed to find a single like legit MC out there from the 90s or whatever that would say this guy isn't on his list too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I reckon they'd all be like, fucking Cool G's on my list, man. No doubt, bro.
He's on my list, bro.
Yeah. And I reckon
he's on our list.
I reckon, yeah, he's on our list for sure. I reckon he's on fucking their list. Fuck,
Has
that
to-
cunt can be on his own list. I don't give a
He's
shit.
on his
dude.
own list, dude.
Fucking,
He's a boss, man.
yeah, dude. Absolute relentless rhyming,
He's
dude.
one of my
Relentless.
all-time favorite MCs
Yeah.
for that. Just relentless, and there's really no filler.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The setups and the punchlines and the multi-syllables and the breath control that
Yeah.
motherfucker has, man. You don't hear him take... Because I hate it when... One thing... And once you hear it in a song, I can't unhear it. It sort of ruins the song for me. When dudes like... gasping in between their verses, man. It
Yeah.
really fucking stands
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
me. It's a super art form, man, to
Yeah.
be able to disguise your breath in your next sentence. Fucking, he's a king at that, man. He's
Fuck yeah.
fucking, and like you said, relentless.
Relentless. Just start to finish rhymes.
raw.
dude.
It's raw
Just-
as fuck
Yeah.
too, man.
Yeah.
He
Start
ain't-
to finish, we're filling this motherfucker with rhymes. And rhymes that, like you were saying before, Ice Cube paints pictures. This is the guy for me that tells stories. And paints fucking pictures.
vivid pictures, bro.
Vividly,
I
dude.
think he might be the best storyteller on this
Yeah.
list.
And one of the best visual, like,
Yes, man.
just projection. like, it's
I
fucking
agree, man.
insane. And not one rhyme I don't picture.
No,
And like you said, there's no filler. It's either like it's just he's telling stories straight up, and they might be horrific, fucking horrendous, crazy, fucking
we love that
stories.
shit,
but we
man.
love them, man.
We love it.
them. And tracks like "Talk Like Sex," man, where just you could isolate any one line from that song, and it's a quotable line. It's a quotable as fuck line. You
Yes.
can just say it to someone. Like it's just
One side note about
start
Talk Like
to finish.
Sex. I can't remember how many albums later, but there's a part 2 to that.
Okay,
But
'cause
it's cool-
I was gonna say what I have in my head.
Fuck you, man.
No, I have a part 2 in my head that isn't. I don't think it's an actual part 2, but for me, it's a part 2.
Well, this
So I'd like to know what the actual part 2 is.
this is if you go back and listen to it, right?
Talk Like Sex.
Talk Like
Yeah.
Sex, and then go and listen to Fuck You, Man.
All right.
Right? Even though it's not called Talk Like Sex Part 2, I'm 99 point... I'm fucking stamping it, dude.
Fuck
It
yeah. Okay,
is part 2 to this. It's an updated version because they use the same beat
All right.
and it's the same type of shit topic.
Cool, cool.
Same topic,
All right.
man.
All right, well then the one I'm saying might be a part 3. Cause fuck, No More Mr. Nice Guy just seems to be like an updated version, bro.
Dude, I never even thought of that, man.
And it's saying like boom.
Yep.
I
I reckon that would be the part 3 then,
I reckon,
man.
yeah, because that's what in my head I was like, I don't know if that's a legit like he meant it to be a part 2, but in my head that is
We
part.
might as well
fucking
be
2.
Eskimos in clothes, rubbing noses.
Yeah, dude, that's yeah. Bitch, No More Mr. Nice Guy. That to me is
Okay.
I'll have to do the other one when I get
fuck
home.
you, man.
I'll do them all in order,
Yes.
and I'll do order of release date. I'm
Yes.
sure that that will be the order.
I'm pretty certain.
what we just said,
I'm pretty certain. Fucking make sure to hate on us.
Hey
as well.
man, look it up
Hey,
yourself.
hey.
And fucking
As I sip my Pepsi.
sure somebody spit it.
It's bombed out and depleted. Fucking. So some of my fucking standouts was Streets of New York,
Yeah.
Money in the Bank, which has got. Did you notice the Freddie Fox feature on there?
Yes, it had Freddie Fox and it had Large Pro.
Young. Oh yes, it did too.
Yep.
Um,
How different did Freddie Fox sound,
yeah,
bro?
I know. That's. I think I didn't write down Large Pro because it was Freddie Fox distracted me so much with.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
Whoa,
Yeah.
man! Like I know it's you, but
Where's that the grit? Yeah, that exactly. Whatever you'd call that, we'll coin a term for it.
fucking Bad to the Bone. I'm sick.
Yep.
Cool is back. Play it
Oh,
cool.
dude, Cool is back and Play It Cool. Both fucking sick ones, dude.
Man.
Those were the two. Because I had a few on the favorites list, and I was like, I have to pick one of these. I don't like. Otherwise, my list is just gonna be I like the whole album.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick a
was
favourite
doing
off
the
this
same-
one.
I was doing the
Yeah.
same shit, man.
And I was like, I gotta knock one of these off,
Yeah,
man.
so I realized, but a few of them, like, I had to cross things off because it was
Yeah.
like, I've just got.
I've just rewritten the album.
I've just
I just
written
wrote the tracks out.
fucking wrote the tracks down.
All I did was write the tracks out. I had to do that. Most time I went through it.
No, you gotta pick favorite
It was
stuff.
about 7 or 8, and I was like, oh,
Standard.
shit. And then just once I'd finished, like, listen to it, just go back and listen to those ones. I was like, all right, that one over that one. But, yeah, Talk Like Sex for sure. Cool is back. Jive Talk. That one
Okay,
is
yep,
fucking
yep,
sick. I love the beat.
yep.
But this is
I
one.
think I had to cross that off just so it wasn't. The
Yeah,
whole
no, that's
album for
fair,
me.
dude.
But it's good we're coming.
That's
with,
fair.
with covering all bases.
Yeah.
You don't want one position. I want all positions.
Yeah. When we're in space, you can listen to Cool is Back first, and then I'll listen to Jive Talk.
Okay, no worries, man. We're
And
gonna be there for a while. We got plenty of
And
fucking
then on the
time.
way back, we'll do mine first, and then yours. That's fair.
We ain't coming back, dog.
But Death Wish, man.
Yes.
This track needs to be in a movie so bad, dude. All I can picture is, I don't know if this is just from when I was doing the course and like when we were doing like movie bits of like music and that, and they'd play every now and then, they'd play a song and like, what does this sort of remind you of? Like, what sort of fucking scene would this fit or some shit? And everyone would always be like saying real generic shit. I don't know if my head's fucked up,
Yeah.
but everyone, yeah, I might be right. But everyone would be like, oh, it's sort of like a happy scene. This one would be maybe a sad scene. This one is sort of like a sad scene.
No, this is about someone's getting chopped up.
Yeah, that's the sort of shit I'd be doing. If we could play the song right now without getting struck, I'd play it. But it's a pretty big song, so we could get caught for that sort of one. But fuck, man, that like just press play when I start talking, and fucking that song, dude, could just be so well used in a movie where just like someone's gone on a complete fucking rampage through like a hotel or something. Like everyone he knows has just died.
Some natural born killers
Yeah,
shit.
he hasn't even cleaned himself up before he got there. It's just that fucking beat starts and the door kicks open. It's just
When he's
heads
killing the
uncovered.
dad in, when they're drowning the dad in the fish tank in natural born killers.
Yeah. But this song is just so fucking intense, dude. It's fucking.
He's an intense dude.
He is, man. He is. I wonder what he was like to hang out with, bro.
I get the feeling like, because I seen a cool interview with him the other day, and he was saying like, because he was part of the Juice Crew. If you know who that is,
Worth looking up for sure.
yeah, man, that's where a lot of Jizza, fucking Big Daddy Kane,
Yeah, Biz Markie was in it.
Bismarcky. But in this interview, he said that something come up about Big Daddy Kane. And he said, yeah, man, he goes, like, me and him had, like, a healthy competition going. He goes, because we knew that we was the dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck
as respect to everyone in there. Everyone did their thing, had their part to play, but we were the super lyrical motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah.
You know, we were the dudes.
When I hear the
Popping cunts' heads.
fuck yeah.
Intimidating motherfuckers. It's alright, you go.
Yeah.
Who the fuck passed you?
Like, there's one other dude I've heard be put in that category too, which is Rakim.
Yep.
But for me personally, I like Big Daddy Kane and Cool G Rap's up the top, Big Daddy Kane, and then Rakim.
Yeah,
I know Rakim is super lyrical. It's just his rhyme flows and that they're not the type that just get like stuck in my head.
No.
And just the ones that do, like Cool G Raps, get, like
You know, even in this interview I'm talking about, Cool G even addresses that.
oh yeah,
He talks about Rakim and shit, and he says how, like, Rakim's right up there for him, but he says him and Kane are on a different level, on a different thing.
yes.
He's like, me and Kane had a different thing, man, where he goes, because you can't really say, you know, he goes, I can't really say who's the best out of me, Kane, and Rakim, because me and Kane are hell similar, so we're like evens, he was saying, you know, like we got
Yeah,
the...
yeah.
But Rakim, you can't say he's below or above because it's just a different thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, the way he does it.
Yes, legit. It's different. But Big Daddy Kane was smooth as shit though, wasn't he,
Oh,
dude?
right.
Fucking hell. Even just the second he's on a beat, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Big Daddy Kane's in this track. It's just that type of beat, you know? It's just fucking smooth as shit, dude. It's fucking nice.
But
Nice.
and one thing with Cool G, bro, is like he's the most consistent, probably one of
Yes.
the most consistent MCs of all time in the fact that he never switched it up.
Mm.
Like, he stayed who he was when he fucking come in, is the same shit he's spitting about.
Fuck yeah.
He didn't fucking change his style for different eras and different beats and different fucking what the radio's playing. He stuck to his, because you know they call it mafioso rap. It's like
One of them.
It's another genre. One
All
of
right,
them.
yeah.
It's kind of like Necro. That's why
Alright.
they put that
Okay.
Necro in it, because Cool G and Necro do have shit together. But fucking yeah, man. Would you agree though? Like if you listen to old, the only difference I can hear in Cool G is like I've even got it written down here with this album. You can still hear the youth in his voice.
Yes. Yeah, right, yeah.
He's hadn't formed yet.
Yep.
Like his lyrics are there, his delivery, punchlines, topic, subject matter, all that shit's there. But he's still got the youth in his
Yes,
voice.
yeah.
He hadn't like fully developed yet. Like No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yes,
Fuck You Man and
alright,
shit.
yeah.
You know, he's got a different
Ill
bit of a
Street
different
Blues
tone.
and shit like that.
But Ill Street Blues and Brother on the Run and
Yes,
fucking but when his voice matured, it never changed again.
Yes.
You know, like how Prodigy.
He didn't do a Price. Or
He
whatever,
didn't do
yeah.
a Sean Price. He didn't do a Prodigy. He didn't do a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
Lords of-
obviously can't be helped when
Lords
you're
of
just getting
Young-
older, I'm sure.
Can't help, but then it does baffle me. Like, have you heard like AZ, man? Like anything from the last few years from him, or even the last 10 years, he sounds exactly the fucking same. Pharaoh Monch sounds
Yeah.
exactly the fucking
Redman.
same. Redman, Method Man.
Fuck yeah. Heaps of dudes. Even dudes like Reza's voice hasn't changed a
I
bit.
don't understand.
He still has a tendency to pronounce things.
pronounce things like
the way
frosty.
he pronounces them.
Yeah, with the out the
Yeah.
Why would you call yourself Reza?
Where's a Wector?
Reza.
Fucking sick cunt, man.
Sick cunt though, man. Man,
Fuck
that's,
yeah,
no,
dude.
it's all love,
Dude,
bro.
you one of the producing fucking gurus to me, man. I fucking
Dude,
ride
and,
your dick on the producing tips so
and
hard.
by shooting shit is like showing respect, bruh.
Fuck yeah, man.
You know, you don't say
Yeah.
that shit about cunts you don't care about.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't have.
They're not
these-
even in the conversation.
Yeah, chats about a little pump.
No, man, I don't know how many little
That
Zans
dude's
you've had.
just straight whack as shit.
Straight whack. You know,
Fuck you, dude. We will fight you.
You know, fuck you, dude. Oh, bro, I'll kick you in the knee, cunt. One thing you'll notice about it.
punched in the windpipe.
Not one, dude. Connie brothers getting punched in the windpipe. Fucking one thing you'll notice about this list too, man, is not one face tat. None. What? Not that I have anything against face tats, but just a little disclaimer. If you got to get face tats to make it, that probably means your content sucks.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to just make it from your content.
Yeah. Remember when a face tat used to mean something? Mean you were hard as fuck.
Yeah,
man?
like Mike Tyson or something.
Yeah, like you didn't fuck with a dude
you
with a
didn't
face
fuck
tat,
with a
man.
tat now, like every Tom, Dick and
Yeah.
beard bun motherfucker with the biodegradable
Yeah.
sign and eco-friendly jocks
They got a little fucking.
with their soybean latte
Yeah.
is fucking got face tats.
I've got the atomic structure of love.
I've got the recycle symbol. I got a hashtag over here.
This is the Osiris. This is the Eye of Egypt. I basically just got what everyone else has.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
Big shit, big shit. Big
Fuck the housekeeper. Back to fucking Cool G, man. Anything else on the only thing I've really got is like, and another thing, controversial. It's gonna be hard, man. We're only on number 4. We got one more to go, but this could be my favorite out of the 5.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's out of this and the next one.
And because
It's out of this and the next one for me.
and I'd probably even before we've even gone through the next one, I'd probably put this one up there just because it's start to finish fucking crazy to me, man. It's start to finish crazy. It's zero filler. It's mad jazzy bass lines,
Crazy.
jazzy samples, like
Sick,
just
man.
wicked samples, you know.
Just
And they got those dope producers on there
Don't
too.
fuck, bro.
You know?
I mean, if it wasn't fire, he would suck because you got all these motherfuckers on there putting their input in there.
Hells yeah.
You know, like, dude, fuck, man. And I want to say just one thing, like, we've dick ridden this dude so hard. So this is no disrespect at all. But do you know any motherfucker that can rock a lisp
Nah.
like that?
Well, I'm trying to think. Is like not off the top of my head. No way, bro.
Do you know anyone who's even... Can you think of one intimidating person with a lisp?
Mike Tyson.
Oh, sorry. Spinal.
He's like, hey man, you forgot.
Okay, all right, bro. Okay, there's 2 dudes on the planet that can be hard as fuck with a lisp, man. And that is Cool G and Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah.
And Cool G came before Mike Tyson.
And I guarantee Mike Tyson listened to Cool G.
Yeah, man. He's like, this motherfucker's got a lisp.
This motherfucker's thick, man.
He's spinal.
Even flood the blood on the mattress. His rhymes, dude, are so fucking sick, man. There's one line that fucking cracks me up.
He just makes me laugh. He's so... I'm pretty sure I'm not even supposed to be laughing at some of them, but I'm fucking like you. I'm a fucked up dude, man.
Yeah, fuck
Just
I'm
fucking...
looking like a rape victim. One that gets me is like, big girls, they try to squash me, but I think with my dick, honey, so come and brainwash me.
Love it. Because in the Fuck You, man, he's got that one too, man. I know this isn't the same album. Oh, I got a cramp, man.
Yes.
But he's like, no need for no birth control. My dick is touching the egg. I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah,
Yes.
boy.
Cool
There's
G,
only you
man.
can say that shit, bro.
Fuck yes.
You make me laugh. You make me scared. You
Yeah.
make me
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I
Bring
mean?
out every emotion I have, dude.
A range.
And then it's just, it's all coupled with just love for it.
Ah, bro.
It's
Fucking crazy, man.
you're the 100% best at making sex tracks, no doubt.
Oh,
No one
dude.
can top you, man.
Pimping. You know, because he was actually a pimp
All right,
back in the day. He was
that
a
makes
pimp.
sense.
He was an actual real pimp.
That
Do you
makes-
know what the G stands for?
Nah.
I only just found out the other day in an interview with him. What do you think?
I don't even want to attempt it, really.
Attempt it, bro. Fucking jump on him in the comments, bro.
Jump on me.
Jump on him, you fucking whack cunt.
Giraffe. Cool giraffe rap. No, I don't know. Is that like gangster?
Gucci? Genius.
Ah.
Not what I thought.
No.
Not at all what
Cool
I
genius
thought.
rap. Makes sense.
I was like, wow.
Sick. That was like when we found out what KRS One fucking meant.
Yeah. He says it. He's got 27 albums and says it in every single
Yeah.
one.
Weird that came up. Weird. Just so you don't know, KRS One, knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody.
It's the teacher, son.
It's the teacher, man. He
It's the
teaches,
teacher.
dude. He fucking teaches,
It's the
dude.
teacher, bruh. We'll get to him. He will make the list.
Oh yeah, he's Woo! That dude's got an episode coming.
He's got an episode.
And there's gonna be dudes like that, man. That be
we'll
getting-
go back once we get to the end.
After this shit, we'll go back. If you guys are always like, man, I've always just wanted to know more about
Yeah,
Large
man.
Pro. We'll do a Large Pro episode, bro.
Fuck, dude.
We'll fucking-
Gladly.
We'll call him the whole episode.
Gladly.
Bling, bling. We'll just have it on hold. Just
We've
waiting.
got a comment here. They want to know. Motherfuckers again.
Fuck, man.
And we've actually had the. Let me see out of this list real quick. Who have I had the privilege? Being in South Australia, we don't get heaps out. Like we do.
We get a little cancellations.
We get a lot of cancellations. No, I haven't seen anyone on this list in a concert in person. Oh yes, I have one person. The last person, seen him twice. So there's one person on this list that
dude,
I
that's
have
a cool
actually
one to see
been
too.
able
Oh, I've
to-
seen him.
You've
Just
seen
wait. I was thinking.
him?
I was like, when did you see
You're
him,
like, fuck
dude?
you, man.
Yeah, I was about to be like, what the fuck, man? And I was like, wait, I've fucking seen that guy.
So the second time I've seen him was with
We've
you.
seen, yeah. Sorry, one person. The other guy is just a mention on the list.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Large Pro too.
Spoilers. So all right, man. Number 5, bro. It was Lord Finesse and DJ Mike Smooth, Funky Technician.
Woo!
If you don't know, that consists of Lord Finesse
Lord Finesse.
and DJ Mike Smooth. Wild Pitch Records, produced by DJ Premier,
Dude, this had a few producers.
Diamond
I
D,
was gonna say this is another one that had the similar feel. to me.
Showbiz, and DJ Mike Smooth ranked peaked at 93
Yeah.
and had 13 tracks. But back to that produced, man. Woo!
Yeah, 5 albums were produced by Premier. I think the other 5 were Showbiz,
Okay.
and then
5 tracks?
yes,
Yep.
and then there was one in there that was Premier and Mike Smooth,
Okay.
and then Diamond D did one, I think. But
Okay.
it's crazy. You can hear listening, knowing that because I knew that before I listened to it. Just because I looked it up before I fucking pressed fucking play, you know.
Yep.
It's crazy. You can hear the difference in production from each producer,
Okay.
like their own styles.
See, I didn't, so I'm going to have to go back and,
Yeah.
like, now that I know, I want to know who produced what track, and then I want to
Yep.
see if I can hear.
Because I was looking, I had the list like, on my phone, and I'd hear it. I'd be like, Premiere, and I'd check up like, fuck yeah. no doubt.
Okay.
And then next one, I'd be
That's
like,
that course, bro.
yeah, and then just it'd be like, oh, that's fucking. I don't reckon that one's Premiere. I don't know who that is. I don't know everyone's. Some dudes I can't just recognize their production. I can't just recognize every Beat Miner's production track, you know, to fucking. But like sometimes like a Reza track will clearly stand out.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, I
Like
know,
when
yeah.
listening to Scientific, when you get to that to the Reza produced
Yeah,
track,
yeah,
as long
yeah,
as you
yeah.
know, you just
As long
the
as you
second
know.
it starts, I'm just like. Whoa, that sounds like Reza, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's got that sound. Same as Premiere. He's got that clean, crisp. He doesn't waste any sound. It's so fucking utilized and like clear, crisp, like, and so much
He's a
space.
super producer,
He's
man.
a super producer. So much space. It's just perfect. He's perfect. But like, not to knock on Showbiz and that, because their tracks are fucking insane, dude. It's just a different style of track, you know. It's like Premier's putting the drums up front to thump you with the drums, and the bass sort of just like accompanying it. But Showbiz is like, no, we running this shit with the fucking bass line, son. And the drums are just gonna like sort of sit back a bit more, and you're just gonna you're gonna flow to the bass line basically
Sick,
and shit.
sick.
But fucking, they all got those popping snares and shit, and fucking wicked production team, dude.
That's cool too, because that means like it's a fairly heavy, almost. I mean, with Diamond D and Showbiz and Finesse, it's like a big DITC
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
influence there.
Shit, yeah.
Which is cool, man. you
Yeah,
know?
which is cool. Shows a bit of roots
Yeah,
and shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's sick.
Even you got AG, Andre the Giant, appears on the
yep,
album
yep,
and shit like that.
yep.
It flows way faster too on this album compared to like like a Goodfellas and stuff like that, eh?
Yep, or Soul Clap or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
noticed that too, man.
It's way quicker. He's like, okay, if I'm on a Finesse album, I've got to pretty much be doing what Finesse is doing.
Yes.
I got to be coming at Finesse's level for
Yeah,
this shit.
like otherwise, like you're gonna sound like you're in slow motion.
yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah. It sounds like they're gonna forget a few words.
Like this.
And Finesse is a dude, man. To me,
Is he like? Does he have a pulse? Do you have a pulse, bro?
it's so easy for him.
It's just you're not even awake.
You know you're awake, man. Fucking crazy,
You're
dude.
the most chill motherfucking sick cunt I've ever
Yeah.
You're another dude that is like
Yeah.
a god to me, man.
This is what I was going to say.
Your
and
god
I want to
status.
hear the comments. I want to see if anyone can rattle off some names, man. Rattle off some names. This, to me, is the all-time nicest MC of all time. The nicest.
Most
The
talented,
absolute nicest.
raw talent, man.
Yeah.
Because of he edges that for me because of the production as well. Because he can do it both.
Every single line is either a setup or a punchline.
No filler, man.
It's setup or punchline.
No filler.
I'm lining them up. I'm knocking them down, bro.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. It's fucking crazy.
It's literally insane.
And that's another dude I'd love to like just pick the brain. Like,
Yes.
what's your process?
How do you
man?
write rhymes?
How do you write your rhyme? Because, like, you know, if you've ever written a rhyme out
You know.
there, if you're into spitting and writing rhymes and
And
all
let's
that
face
stuff,
it, if you're listening to this shit, if you like hip hop,
you've had a crack.
you've tried to write a rhyme.
You've tried to write a rhyme. Now, it doesn't
You've written a
matter
rhyme.
how good you think your rhyme is. Once you hear this dude, it's like you want to go and rip your rhyme
You
book
never
up.
want to rhyme again.
You don't want to rhyme again.
It's
like,
insane.
what's the point?
Yeah, you're like, well, I can't do that.
What is the point,
Yeah.
man?
You fit like,
I just feel so subpar
legit.
to this dude.
The same as like some sort of.
Like, I'm in reception. This motherfucker's graduated college.
Yeah.
He's the professor teaching the cunts in the college.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm in fucking primary
Fuck
school,
yeah.
dude.
And it's like me wanting to be a boxer and looking at Mike Tyson and being like, well, there's just no point because literally,
I sparred once in
what
year
are you gonna
7.
do? Yeah. Dad showed me how to hit.
I got a pair of gloves for Christmas when I was 9, and I've still got one left.
I filled up my boxing bag myself, so I know a lot about boxing. But, you just be like, there's no point because the second you step in a ring with that man or anyone of that caliber, you see it and you're like,
You're
oh,
going
okay,
to die, man.
okay, this isn't the thing for me.
Death.
Yeah, it's the same
This
as
isn't
that.
my calling.
And same as a few other dudes on this list have that fucking shit too, like Cool G, man. Them two
Poober and
stand together for
Yeah,
me
man.
like that.
they're my two
Just-
favourites out of this whole list.
To me, he
And then
is just
Poober.
the smoothest and nicest. I think he's the nicest rapper out, man.
I would have to agree, man.
Fuck yeah.
He's always been one of my favorites, and like the one thing
Even
that
his voice complements his words so fucking well.
one thing that has always been like heartbreaking, frustrating, is like all the real heads, and we're talking artists here, not people who listen, but all the legends, man, all have mad respect for Lord Finesse, right?
Fuck yeah.
But like, so I've met so many people who've never even heard of him, don't know who he is.
It's insane.
He's incredibly slept on
Yeah.
in this side of the world.
I was going to say, I
for
don't know
me.
if that's just an Australian thing.
I don't know if that's just an Australian
I've
thing.
met one other person apart from you who knew Lord Finesse. And that was one guy. And I was amazed. And that's just because he was into hip hop.
Yeah,
And that's the only person I've ever known
I
knew of Lord Finesse.
I don't know anyone,
Yeah.
man. I've never met
No one that you didn't tell about.
no one
Yeah.
that I didn't tell or
Yeah.
show anyway.
Yeah.
And then like, because I've showed some people some shit and they try and pretend like, what's the one? It was I was playing some Grand Pooba and this cunt was trying to pretend he was down. And he's like, I was like, I saw you like poobs, and I played him, and he's like, yeah, I love them guys.
They're
Bing.
sick.
You know,
Bing.
Bing.
Gimmick.
Get the fuck out.
No gimmicks.
No gimmicks. Bro, one of the nastiest, smoothest, funkiest fucking MCs on the planet, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He
And,
just glides across a beat.
every track.
He's like got fucking socks on a fucking pre-lubed up floor.
Yeah, dude. And a
and
fucking
he's
ice rink
In an ice rink.
with the motherfucking wind blowing in
With
his
the
favor.
wind blowing in his favour, dude. That motherfucker slides,
bro.
just glides.
Every rhyme comes out with ease, and
Ugh.
the amount of thought and shit that must go into it is just
Because they're
incredible.
complicated,
Incredible. Like everything is.
intricate.
It reminds me of just like I know he's not from Jersey, but you know how they say like those Jersey dudes had to have punchlines, like Redman and shit like that. It's that 100% because you can't fuck with him. Dude.
Nah.
You cannot fuck
Nah.
with him at all.
Nah,
He'll
dude.
destroy you in one line.
One line, man.
One fucking line.
One fucking line, man. Incredible. One thing I love about Finesse too is the evolution in his physique, the way he's fucking. Because if you look back to like this day, he was a little bit of a pretty boy. And apparently, he was a bit of a ladies' man, right?
Slick brother with a fade and a half moon.
You watch them clips, dude. He's a bit of a pretty boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's and now, and he just like dunk. He obviously
I got it, man.
that's not on his agenda.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
give
he
a fuck.
ain't give a fuck, bro. I'm gliding, sliding
I'm
through the
slipping,
beat,
sliding.
bro.
And one thing that stands out to me with this album too, man, is like if you wanted to fucking, you could pop some young kids' heads who don't reckon they like Lord Finesse or something like that. You could take,
like old school.
yeah, you could take every one of these verses, put it on like a 2020 beat, and fucking shatter everyone's brain. You could literally,
Yes, yeah, 100%.
you could literally do that.
100%, man.
Shatter every young dude's fucking head.
Because one of the tracks, you'll know straight away, Baby Nasty.
Yeah.
Now,
Even
this
keep
is the
crowd listening.
original version. I do personally like the beat of the DJ Premier remix because
Yes,
this
yeah.
this one has a different beat. Even though Primo was on the, they must. I wonder why that didn't ever make the album as a bonus or
Yeah, it
something.
doesn't make
doesn't
I don't
make
know.
fucking sense to me. But that's almost what I was thinking. Like when you listen to the original version, oh, it's crazy sick because the lyrics are exactly the same. It's just the beat
The album
change.
version we're talking about.
Yeah, the album
Yep.
version. If you just showed them the Primo version.
But the other version's the original one, isn't it? The one that's not on the album? The
No,
one
I thought this was the original, and then later on, well, the one that didn't make the album was the Primo remix.
Okay, that could be right.
I think that's how it goes, eh?
For some reason, I always thought the other one was the original.
Sorta makes
and it
more
just didn't
sense though, doesn't
Yeah, the version I got says it's the original, but I don't know.
Okay.
Could have been just the
Lyrics, maybe.
download I had.
Yeah, you can't always trust them.
Could have been the
You can't always.
could have been the CD I bought. Must have just been labelled wrong. Shit.
Could have been that bootleg I got, man, from Thailand. No, Lord Finesse.
Yeah.
Rod. Shit, man. Fuck. Careful what you say, dog.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
What's
hey,
up,
hey,
dog?
hey, hey. We got some Asian MCs on here, I'm sure.
I like DJ Babu.
Yeah, man. Cool, man.
Dude fucking can scratch like crazy.
Yeah, dude, Scratch King. But like what you were saying then, even that, I reckon, like, just from that, we'll just for arguments, just for this segment, we'll just say that this one on the album is the original version,
Yes.
which makes more sense to me. And then, you know, you could show some young head that, and I could see, like, just because of the beat, they could be, but then you could show them that Primo version, and I reckon that could, like, and that's not even like a current, but it elevates that song,
Yeah.
man, to me. It even takes it from great to fucking greatness,
Yeah,
man.
fuck yeah. The only reason I thought the other one was the original was because the production isn't as
Okay.
it's not as well
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Made it seem like it was more of a demo version.
Yep.
When the
Okay.
album
All right, you could be fucking.
the album is fucking like
You might have swayed
extremely
me there,
well
man. Yeah,
produced.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know, man, but I like the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Better.
Yes, not the album one. If you can go type in
It's really hard to find,
Yeah.
man. I actually don't know where I got it.
yeah.
To be honest,
I'm
with
not
you.
sure. I think it is on YouTube again. I
think
think
it
I,
is-
I
yeah.
found it not too long
Not
ago.
too long ago, because and it's like being uploaded in the last couple of years.
Yeah, yeah. But talking about the same thing is Keep the Crowd Moving. We've already got a remix of that.
I keep the crowd listening.
Listening, sorry.
That was remixed years later.
Yeah.
Like quite a few years
And
later.
it does sound better, I think.
It's like a totally different song, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what makes me think is you can take all these verses,
But one-
especially like back-to-back rhyming. Dude.
But quickly, just back to that, I keep the crowd listening. I wanted to know, I'm glad you brought it up, because I wanted to know, is that like the, what I was saying about the EPMD Jeep mix before? Did he redo the vocals as well? Because it sounds a bit, the tempo of his delivery from I Keep the Crowd Listening, the original version on this album, to the later one that we've got, the remixed one, the redone one. It sounds like it's a bit fresher, a bit newer. Like, I'm going to have to go back and listen
I'll have to
it
go
again.
back and listen.
But I wanted to ask you and just see if you knew off
Yeah.
the top of the head. If you
Off the top of my head, I thought it was the same one.
Okay.
Just off the top of my... This was out, like,
Just a beat change.
neatly listening to it. Yeah, just because when I was listening to the album version, it sounded... And I don't know if you picked up on this on the album. It sounds like some songs were recorded way before others. Like, he sounds younger in some songs.
Yeah,
In some songs, like, you can hear his... You almost see him on the street next to the fucking ice cream
Bro,
truck.
I've got
Verse
some,
and
I've
Percy
got
P,
some
you know,
notes
like-
written about that. Because I think that goes back to that Brand Nubian album, the number one, the first album we did,
Yeah.
where some of them recorded in '89, and I think maybe that could be the case with this album. Man.
I think there was a little bit of that going on. But when I heard the one we were just talking about, Keep the Crowd Listening, his vocals to me sounded hell similar. I was like, oh, he doesn't sound hell young in this for some reason.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back because just in my mind when I'm hearing it, it sounds different. But that could just purely be the beat.
But that was without listening out for it. You
Yes,
know, being
yes,
Like, does
yep.
he sound
Yep,
older,
yep.
young? Does he sound? Is it changed?
Yeah,
Like, because there's certain tracks, like we've got a few Redman remixes. There's one at least I can remember, and I can't remember the name, so everyone's just gonna have to fucking deal with that. Where he's 100% re-recorded the vocals.
Yes,
because
yep.
everything's different times.
Yes.
Like different rasps
Yep,
and shit.
yep,
and
yep,
it's like
yep.
a totally different flow.
Yep. So what? So and without naming the entire fucking album, what were the standouts for you?
Well, Funky Technician
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
that's a fucking standout and a half.
Can I got a note about that. It's got the Daz effects.
Yes, the same sample.
Bum shiggity bum shiggity.
Yeah.
It's right. It's hard not to hear when you. It's almost you're waiting for Daz effects to come in, eh?
Yeah. But there's one thing I noticed about Premiere is just I noticed the difference of like what he does to the samples. He cuts and chops his samples so fucking killer. So many dudes just like loop shit.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm fucking very guilty of that.
Yeah.
Premiere will chop everything. Nothing he uses is the way it came. Basically, you know, he will like it's just so chopped up and played like an instrument.
Sick.
Instead of it just being like looped and we'll just have that sort of continue and then switch it up, whatever bars. He's like, nah, I'm taking this sound and I'm playing it. I'm literally going to play this sound however the fuck I want to play
Sick.
it. And I love like...
And that was before the days of all button pushing.
Yeah.
Like, he was manually...
Yeah, he's like recording. I like that. I'll chop it up here. This one could be...
There was no
one
Pro
sound over here,
Tools
and then just
and
bum, bum,
Fruity
bum.
Loops and...
Yeah.
There was none of that.
No. It was just straight on basically something that looked like that.
Looked like that.
We'd had a
man.
screen way less.
And go listen to it and have that in your head.
That's something that's so amazing is you get like dudes like me and people that try to produce today that can make tracks that can sound so fucking garbage, man. You have so much knowledge on production and understanding of like what to do.
And all the
sounds
tools.
frequency, all the tools in the fucking world.
technology.
Every fucking tool available.
Programs.
And you can make some absolute fucking
That's
garbage.
crazy, eh?
And these dudes, man, literally
Went down to fucking the
had
hog shop and got
no,
a fucking...
literally, like their older brother's friend had one he was throwing
Rolled
out of
this
some
dude.
shit.
Kelvin's got a
And
machine.
fucking and literally just sat up all fucking night. No instruction manual, you know, just sat up all night wondering what every single button did. Okay, this is where you get this is here, this is here, this is here, and then just went downstairs, pulled out some of fucking mum and pa's fucking records.
Because that's
and
what I
shit,
was sampling.
went back up on stairs, fucking put some Stevie Wonder in there, and fucking ripped out them James Brown drums and shit, and Clyde Stubblefield, whatever, and fucking and just kicked it, man. And I'm like, how do these guys literally produce tracks so good? I really always wonder if there's like a secret to like if once they came into the studio, there was always a guy who touched up the tracks.
Okay.
I always wonder that.
Yeah.
I'm sure with dudes like Dre, no way, same as Premier, because like they are fucking just kings of it.
Yeah.
But fuck, how could everyone just do it? How did every dude, every 16-year-old just pick up a fucking MPC and bust out dope as fuck beats consistently?
One thing that blows my brain with it is like when you go back and listen to like the original samples and records and cut where they got their cuts and loops and samples from. It's
Fuck,
like
that's the best.
it's like, how the fuck did you come up with
Yep.
that from that?
Yes.
It's crazy to me, man.
Yes,
Like,
and-
where?
Yeah.
I would have
How
never
did you
come
hear
to that
that?
conclusion, man.
And if you want your brain popped and you want to do that, Premiere is the place to start on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
man. Hell yeah.
Premiere's ones, the way he flips them, it'll be exactly what he just said.
Yep.
You'll literally be like, how did that just turn into that? How did that come from that?
Yep.
Like, fucking mind-blowing, dude.
Yeah, man.
Absolute brain-popping shit.
Crazy.
How did these dudes do it? But it was back when your beats were so important, you know?
Yes.
Like,
The DJ was so important.
if your next track had to be hotter than the last track that come out, had to bump just as fucking much. You couldn't just put out a track, you know?
and it had to be different sounding too to your last track. You can't put out 10 tracks
Yeah.
that sound the same.
That's
you
why
just
there's
move the snare around
so
a bit or
much
something.
effort and intensity. There's so much like put onto that, you know, rather than these days it's just jack a beat, someone else's
A lot of headaches. man.
SoundCloud, find a beat, that sounds okay, and it's all the same. It all has a 50,000 hi-hats in it, and it's all just this trap-ass bullshit 'cause no one's heard real beats and shit. Go listen to some J5 productions, man. Listen
Oh.
to some real fucking beats that were put together by real fucking producers, you know?
Man, with their hands.
Yeah, listen to everything the beat
And their
miners have
ears,
produced.
their ears and
Yeah.
their fucking hands,
Fuck
man,
yeah.
and their imagination. That's how it was
Legit.
all created, man.
Legit, man. Their ears, little shitty, crappy fucking speakers, man.
It's on the crap.
Shit, they fucking found some speakers and they pull the cone out of that one and the fucking headboard out of that and wire it up and shit. One speaker's this big, one's up here, and fucking where's the sound, man? Pan it.
So Funky Technician.
But yeah, I had Funky Technician back-to-back rhyming.
I got that too,
because
man.
his verse in that is just relentless as shit.
Another one that's it's got AG on it. And
Yep.
and a little side note I got here, man, is I picked up quite a few of the bars are from the original Percy P battle.
Yes.
You hear them?
Yeah,
You
for
hear
sure.
that?
I always figured they would have been too, because like, what are you just gonna not use those rhymes, bro?
Yeah, I know, they're fire.
That's what they were for, you know. They were the rhymes he was writing to make an album. And
But-
you battle some dude, you rip him out.
But like I was saying earlier, you know how we laugh at each other, how like we haven't really listened to a song,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you,
yeah.
like a song you like anyway, because you're singing
yeah,
along
not
to
sat
it.
and listened. Yeah,
You know, there's difference between hearing and listening.
Yeah.
you know, big difference.
there's
man.
been lyrics I've skipped over for years just because I'm
well,
mumbling over it
just
because
this-
I don't
just-
know the lyrics.
Just this project,
It's like, you know, you could just listen and learn that word.
just this project. I've been looking for them Percy P battle
Yeah.
bars forever, and I've had them
And
the
you
whole
found
time.
all of them.
I found a lot of them.
Oh shit, I found all of them.
They were right here on this song. I've been playing in my car for
Yeah.
fucking 10,
I've been
15
rapping
years.
along to
I've
this
been
for a
rapping
while.
along to this for...
That happened to me. I remember when that first happened to me. Just quickly with the MTV. Remember what was the last show they did?
Yo,
called?
MTV Raps.
Yeah, with the last one when
The-
they had like all the MCs.
Oh, the
on and
Legend
shit?
All-Stars.
Yes, yeah. You know the Redman and Method Man come out and they bust one. I think it's in the same video where you see like Large Pro and shit like that. I think there's some other dude in it, but Redman's verse in that for ages. I was always like, what is this verse, man?
Oh, and it's on the
What is this
Muddy
verse?
Waters album.
Yeah, and it's at the end.
Right at the
fucking,
end.
Yeah, and I remember when I eventually heard that, I was just like, whoa, like, I've
With
heard this
Nowhere
track.
Miss G.
I've heard this track so many times, but I'd never I was just like, something happened. I was like, and I see him in the MTV thing. I'm like, it's the same verse as the verse I've been looking for, man. What the fuck, dude? But that being said, and then we'll round this off, man. This will be finished up.
Yep.
There's still a Method Man verse I'm looking for
Okay.
out of the Ghostface Method Man Stretch and Bobbito freestyle, and it's Method Man's last verse. I'm not going to quote it. You can just go listen to it. Listen to his last verse when the beat changes just before Ghostface drops that. Fucking
Okay, I know what you're
scientific
talking.
one.
Yep.
What is that verse from, man?
I don't know, man.
Because like the rest of like the 8-10 minute freestyle, I can tell you what the verse has come from.
Yep.
But that one is like my favorite Method Man verse in the thing. It's really short, but it's fucking so on
Maybe
point,
it was
dude.
something he just brought for that
It could have been.
to fit in with the rest of
Why
it.
would you not put that on the album, dude? That's like when Big L came in, and they're like, Big L dropped this fucking insane thing, and then proceeded to tell us that that's not on his album.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
know.
what the fuck, dude? What? That's the craziest thing we've ever fucking heard. It's not on the album. Nah. What?
What else did you have?
That was Slave to My Soundwave.
Okay.
But I didn't want to write the whole thing.
No,
so
I
they're
had,
the
I had
three
pretty
I
much
got.
the same ones. I had Baby Nasty, Funky Technician, Back to Back Rhyming, I Keep the Crowd Listening, Bad Mother, and Strictly for the Ladies.
Yeah, you had a few on there.
And
I was going to put bad. Yeah, I was going to put Bad Mother. I was like, I'm going to try limit it to 3 per thing.
Well, it's like, I don't have kids, so it's like what I would imagine.
I don't either, just so you,
Picking
the
a
ladies know.
fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't got kids
No
either.
kids. Either that says I'm highly unsought after, or
I'm basically kidless.
I got a awesome pull-out game. One of the two.
Yeah.
You get off at Redfern every time.
And
80% of the time.
it's number 2. It's 100% of the time.
Just quick, man. Like, I think we've talked enough about this album and gave it enough love. Just quickly, man. Like, this is really fucking hard to do, man. As a true fucking lover, man. Like, this has been with me since I was a child, pre-teens, man. I've been just hip hop has just fucking done something to me, man. I just always has been my favorite. I like many genres of music, but this is my all-time favorite, man. This is my go-to.
Yeah.
And
Nothing fucks with this for me. It's the same shit every fucking day for me.
same
dude.
shit every
It's
day.
the
For him.
same fucking
I
shit
was
every
him.
day.
But this is my go-to, man. This is what I always come back to. This is my passion. This is what I have the biggest collection of. Like, I don't
Gigs.
no.
Gigs.
And most of it bought, like, as much of it as I could buy, I bought, right?
Yeah, we've bought records. We've got records over in the corner here.
Dude, like, you gotta
understand.
understand, in South Australia, it's kind of hard, man.
Yeah.
But I just want to, like, say that, doing something like this is super fun, man. I encourage you guys to go back and leave comments and
Yeah,
tell
listen
us
to all the ones we've mentioned and shit.
yeah, what you would swap for what, and but just know that this was really fucking hard.
Yeah, this isn't an easy thing. We don't just pick the first 5 albums that pop
man.
up. And we've listened to these albums before. We just go back and double listen.
Yeah. So
'Cause-
we got better commentary for
Yeah,
it,
we
man.
you deserve that shit, you know?
like
And thanks to everyone who watches, man. You motherfuckers are beast as motherfuckers. You're the heads. Obviously, love the 90s as much as we do.
And I want to just give a quick couple shout outs and honourable mentions, man, to some ones that was really, it was a juggle, man. Who am I going to pick? And like, these are our top 5 if we were going to Mars and you could only take 5 with you, right?
These aren't the critically acclaimed best albums,
These-
best produced,
No,
best
it's
rappers.
sold the most, charted the high. None of that.
Nuh-uh.
None of that shit means anything to us.
What are your ear holes like in that spaceship?
But saying that, I also did try and I don't want it to be the same artist every fucking year. So, there is, some people might, could, but they're gonna come later. I promise you. But I just want to give a few shout outs to the Gangster Step in the Arena,
Ooh-wee.
Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, A Tribe Called Quest, Poor
Yeah.
Righteous Teachers, Holy Intellect album, Above the Law, Living Like Hustlers, Master Ace, Take a Look Around, Eric B and Rakim, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em, Salt and Pepper, Black Magic, King T, At Your Own Risk,
Yes.
Big Daddy Kane, Taste of Chocolate.
That's a good one too.
And it's
That's a
just
good one.
so. Look, dude, I don't have enough ink in my pen.
Fuck yeah, man. We
to-
didn't even mention all the fucking notes we took and shit.
Couldn't
That's
it,
just
like
notes just so we don't
look,
forget
bruh,
shit.
Look, dude, this
Look, dude, mate.
so it's a little bit less uncoherent than it was.
Yeah. And a really big shout out to that Gangstar album. For anyone out there who's probably hating, like, how the fuck's that fucking album not in there? That's an insanely well produced album. It is beyond comprehension. It's just, it's not in the spaceship, and I'm sorry.
Sorry, man,
I'm sorry.
but you know what it is.
What is it, man?
I know I was gonna do it, but look, man, I'm gonna flip it on you, dog. My brother boy over here, my brother from another mother, he's been called forward. He doesn't know, but duty calls, man, and we were gonna go to Mars together, but shit's happened, and he's getting sent off right now, and he can only take one of them 5 albums with
Only
him,
one.
and you have 30 seconds to decide.
I can only
The
take
launch
one.
button is getting pressed. I'm going to count to 30 in my head, and when I get to 10 seconds, I'll count out loud if you need it. Your time starts now.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. But when it comes down to it, I'm actually going to say it's really not going to be that tough for me because the album I'm going to take with my trip to blast to all the Martians that I motherfucking see.
20 seconds.
I'm going to be hitting them up with some cool G rap. Some Wanted Dead or Alive. Wait, I changed my mind.
I'll see you there, brother.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That was our favorite albums. That's what we're taking, man. Tune in next week for 91.
Comment, man. Leave some comments, bro. Feedback.
Like and subscribe, dude, if you want this shit to pop up in your thing each week, man. We're going to be dropping hip-hop knowledge every week, dude.
We'll be back next week with 91.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Peace.
Let's hit it.
Yeah. For the 90 now.
90 now.
All heads realize.
Recognize.
Real heads on the rise.
Recognize my brother.
Boot camp coming through. 1, 2, 3,
in the night.
3, 2, 1. Represent my son. Show him how it's done.
So, that's all for now, but we'll be back.